English.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm Kristen Joe.
And I'm Cameron Word.
So, Cameron, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are you sure?
Well, I recently had a... Yes, I know. I'm usually in a bad, sad mood, right?
No, you're not.
I've got a lot of energy lately. I recently bought a smartwatch.
Yeah. Oh, you did.
I did.
I see it.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's very snappy.
It, honestly, probably one of the best purchases I've made in a while.
You think?
It's expensive, yes, but, worth the money.
Wow. Give me an example.
Well, because it tracks your steps and everything.
Yes.
I've been, having to go walking more to burn the
Oh.
calories, which is nice.
All right.
And it has everything I want in a phone without all the bad stuff.
Really?
So, I can look at my text messages. I can look at, phone calls I receive. But when I just had my phone, I would check my phone to see the time.
Right.
And then I would be like,
let me see this.
Let me see what's on the internet.
Yes.
Let me see what's on social media. I can't do it with this. So it, frees me from my phone.
So you've become a free man.
God, I feel...
You are no longer enslaved.
I'm living in 1992 now.
Okay, but you're living in 1992 with very advanced technology.
Yeah, just the steps and all of that.
Well, it's very nice.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Yeah.
All right, well, let's get on to our topic. Today is getting a visa. I submitted my application. I like this word, submit.
Yes.
And this is the word that you want to use when you're talking about documents, application, forms.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
So to submit something means to turn something in, to give often a document to an official, a person of power.
Right.
Or even just a teacher.
Right.
You can submit your essay.
Yes.
To turn in your essay to someone.
Right, right. So it's definitely a little bit more formal and official.
Yes.
Okay. Here are some expressions that we're going to cover. If you show up, or if something shows up.
To show up means that you've arrived somewhere. Someone is at a place. You see them arriving at the place.
All right. And if something is a safe bet?
It's pretty much going to happen. That's pretty certain. It's pretty certain that something will happen.
It's like you're gambling and you're going to win.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. In a nutshell, N-U-T-S-H-E-L-L.
It's a basic summary. It's not very detailed, but if you just explain it simply, this is what it is.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and listen to our dialogue.
Did you ever submit your visa application, Jasmine?
Well, I made the mistake of showing up to the visa office without an appointment.
Oh, no. It's a safe bet that the person working there just sent you away without any assistance.
Yep. I only had one question, but without an appointment, she just told me to go to their website.
So, what did you do?
In a nutshell, I followed everything Sarah posted on her website and submitted my application.
Okay, Marco says, did you ever submit your visa application, Jasmine? And Jasmine says, well, I made the mistake of showing up to the visa office without an appointment. Okay, we've got our power pattern today. I made the mistake of is actually a pattern?
Yes.
How so?
So this is a great pattern because it connects what would otherwise be two sentences.
Yeah.
It would be much easier to say, I made a mistake. The mistake was... da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
However, with this phrase, you combine it together. I made the mistake of...
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yes, and then you do ing.
ING.
Right. So this is used very often, and it's, the first way, I made a mistake. The mistake was blah, blah, blah. It's proper English.
Yeah.
Grammar's fine.
Right.
But this is maybe a more native way and a faster way to say both of those sentences
That's true.
together.
That's right. It's kind of like you're just putting two sentences combined together.
Yes.
So Jasmine made the mistake. Okay, she made a mistake. And the mistake was showing up to the visa office without an appointment. So you show up to the office, you show up somewhere.
To show up is to arrive somewhere in this case. So you can show up to a party or you can show up to a dentist's office.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just about you have gone to that place, and it's very important that your presence is there.
Okay.
Like, you know, being at the visa office, it's not like she just can call in and do all of her visa work from there. She has to show up.
Right.
Actually go to the place.
That's right. And sometimes, depending on the context, there is a feeling of like, oh, here she is.
Yeah.
Or, oh, here he is.
Yeah.
So in this specific context, showing up at the visa office, you get the feeling that she didn't really prepare much.
Right.
She kind of just decided, oh, let me go to the visa office.
Yeah. The showing up isn't just about the arriving.
Yeah.
It's often either you weren't expecting the arrival.
Right.
Or maybe you knew they would come sometime, but there was no decided time.
Right.
So, pop.
Yeah.
You just pop,
show up. Right.
Yeah.
That is that feeling. Okay. So she doesn't have an appointment. And what does Marco say?
Oh no, it's a safe bet that the person working there just sent you away without any assistance.
Okay. So what happened was Jasmine was sent away.
Yes.
She didn't have an appointment, and the employee said, sorry, we can't help you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, but Marco says, oh no, it's a safe bet that the person working there sent you away.
Yeah.
Why is he all of a saying a safe bet in this context?
Right. So bet, B-E-T, 내기하다. This phrase does come from gambling,
Right.
Those types of games, but we don't always use it in that way now.
Right.
A safe bet, let's say on a horse, is when you look at a horse and you're like, oh, this horse is going to win.
Yeah.
This
Number
horse
5 is going to win.
Number 5 is going to.
Yeah.
It's a safe bet.
Right.
That is the original meaning. Now we use this also to mean definitely, most likely,
Right.
certainly.
Certainly.
So he's saying, oh, it's obvious.
Obvious, yeah.
Because it's the visa people, they are going to help you without a reservation.
That's right.
It's
no
so
appointment.
obvious. That is what this phrase is meaning.
So Marco is saying, oh, of course, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then Jasmine says, yep, I only had one question, but without an appointment, she just told me to go to their website.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you go to these offices, these government offices, they will not see you
Oh, yeah.
without an appointment.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter. In this case, she is a foreigner trying to get a visa application. But me as a non-Korean in Korean, going to the Korean immigration office,
Oh, yeah.
or going to the American embassy. I've had to go to both, and it does not matter if I'm a citizen or not.
Yep.
They are not going to listen to you if you do not have a
an
reservation.
appointment. Yes, you need to have an appointment. Yes. And so Marco says, so what did you do? And what does Jasmine finally say?
In a nutshell, I followed everything Sarah posted on her website and submitted my application.
Okay, so here is our last expression. In a nutshell.
Yeah.
So there is a literal nutshell.
Yes.
You know, like a walnut.
Or a
It
peanut.
has or a peanut.
A peanut shell.
Yeah, they all have shells, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So how can you kind of make a connection here?
Right. So in a nutshell, the meaning is simple explanation. Or we'll also say something like long story short. Saying like, oh, it was a long story, but I am making it much easier to understand.
Right.
So think of like having an entire book of a story.
Yeah.
And fitting it inside of a nutshell.
Got it.
You have to make it much smaller.
Sure.
And only use the most important parts of that story.
Right.
Got to fit in that little walnut shell.
That's
right.
right. Very
So-
small shell.
It's kind kind of a cute phrase to mean like, I'm just going to explain it simply.
Okay. Yeah. So this is just the highlight.
Just the highlight, just the summary.
Okay. So, and that's why she says she posted everything she followed everything Sarah posted on her website and submitted the application. So she just kind of followed instructions and submitted the application. So our word again, submit, is to give your application.
Yes.
Document, essay.
Right.
But in a formal sort of like
it's
official.
a formal, official way. Yeah. Like anytime you can submit things to the bank.
Yes.
You know, those very important documents that you need
to
give over. You're probably going to have to put your signature or your stamp on it.
Yeah. So oftentimes it's not just the application, but you might have to submit a photo.
Yes.
You might have to submit a copy of your passport. Many documents.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and read that one more time.
Did you ever submit your visa application, Jasmine?
Well, I made the mistake of showing up to the visa office without an appointment.
Oh no! It's a safe bet that the person working there just sent you away without any assistance.
Yep. I only had one question, but without an appointment, she just told me to go to their website.
So, what did you do?
In a nutshell, I followed everything Sarah posted on her website and submitted my application.
It's time for Power Note. Let's do a quick review. If you show up somewhere, it means you arrive. But there is that feeling that you kind of pop up. Maybe they didn't expect you.
Yeah.
Maybe they expected you, but thought that you weren't going to come, but then you came.
Yeah, there was some uncertainty.
Yeah.
Something you didn't know for sure.
Yeah.
Not clearly.
Right. Or maybe it wasn't planned. Okay?
Yeah.
As in our dialogue. Hey, I wasn't sure you were going to show up today.
Me neither, actually. The traffic was really bad around Springfield.
Right. Yeah. So like, oh my gosh, he showed up. It's that surprise. Like, I wasn't expecting him.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this case, I didn't think you were going to come. I didn't think you were going to show up. When we showed up for the dinner party, nobody was there.
Are you the type of person that shows up early or late to a party?
Late. I think somewhere in between.
On time? That's the in between.
Okay.
Early
I'll tell you.
or late?
I'll tell you. It depends on the dinner.
Like
if I am really close to these people and I'm eager to see them, I can show up early.
Yeah.
But if it's kind of like so many people and it's like a bigger party and I can maybe show up a little bit late.
Yeah.
A little. But not too late. How about you?
I always show up early.
Oh.
Uncomfortably early. Inconveniently early.
What do you mean?
The party starts at 7, and I'm there at like 5:30. They've just gotten out of the shower, and they have to get dressed and do their hair.
You are so cute.
It's because I'm nervous I'm going to be late, and I also don't have a big social life. So when I do have a social event, I want to be prepared.
You are just too cute.
So I just get there so early.
Oh, you're like a little eager beaver. Because of your anxiety of being late.
But it is best to show up on time.
Or
if you can.
Or early, but not late.
Not like an hour and a half early.
Okay, all right. A safe bet, which means that you know something is going to happen.
Yes.
You are sure of it. How are your grades this semester?
Let's just say it's a safe bet I won't make the honor roll. So the honor roll, honor, we know, Honor, roll, ROLL. This is in America.
Yeah.
Whenever students get all A's, I think it is.
They have a certain grade point average,
Yeah.
I believe. It's not all A's, but I think you have to be I guess depends on the school, but when I went to school, it would have to be 4.0 is the perfect Right, great. And then it would be like 3.6 or above or 3.7
So
or above.
mostly A's.
Mostly A's.
Maybe
that's
a
right.
couple of B's.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah. But if you're saying it's a safe bet you will not make the honor roll, it means I know I got a bad grade.
That's right.
My
right.
scores are not good.
Right. So you could say it's a safe bet I'm going to make the honor roll, meaning you've got good grades.
I'm so smart.
I'm
I
so
got got perfect grades.
I bet you were always on the honor roll.
I was.
But you know what, Cameron? Me too.
Yeah. Of course. Honestly, I think most Koreans, knowing how much they study in school, if they go to an American school, it's a safe bet all of them would be on the honor roll.
I agree.
It's actually not that hard in the U.S. to get on the honor roll.
It's a safe bet that my brother won't be able to attend the wedding. So it's highly likely. I'm pretty sure. But instead of saying I'm sure or I'm certain, why would you say it's a safe bet?
Well, because like betting, gambling,
right?
It's never 100%.
That's right.
So you're saying I feel pretty confident, but maybe
5% chance.
5% chance that it won't happen that way.
Right. Okay. Now, if you say something in a nutshell, it means in summary.
Yes.
Basically, taking like a lot of stuff and cramming it into a nutshell, literally. Can you explain your company's plan for the next 5 years?
In a nutshell, we're expanding to 15 countries and introducing 10 new products.
Wow. So he was very clear. There were many details, but he gave you the big picture.
Yeah, because a 5-year plan for a company, it's going to be more detailed than 5 countries and 10 new products.
Right.
But there's no time to explain that.
You can't. You don't have time. In a nutshell, we lost 20% from bad investments this year. And we had a lot of bad stuff going on, but let me just tell you the highlight.
Yes.
Okay. I made the mistake of is our power pattern, which is basically saying I made the mistake, but because there is of, OF, after mistake, you're going to combine another sentence.
Yes.
Okay. I made the mistake of calling my professor by his first name.
In America, that's not a big mistake, though. I made the mistake of putting diesel fuel into my car instead of unleaded gasoline.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
That's very dangerous.
I know someone who did that on a road trip in Europe.
Oh, no.
In their rental car.
Oh, no.
They paid a lot of money.
Oh, my goodness. That can ruin the whole engine.
Well, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right. Submit is our power vocab on page 132. Do check out the definition there. Let's quickly thank our sponsor.
한국토익위원회에서 취업과 승진을 위한 토익 스피킹 응시